Hi guys, this is Vanessa Collins with Vanessa Collins LLC and Digital Mastery for Women. Today I want to share with you 7 must-have plugins for your WordPress site. Now, I am a certified digital marketing strategist, but I didn't start out that way. I started out as an author and as a publisher and looking for ways to use all of this great technology to build my business. And that's how I got into this lane of digital marketing. So, one of the biggest things that you can do to boost your digital marketing is to get your website together. Now, this is your cyber real estate, this is your house, and you need to make sure that you are driving traffic to it. It's great to use Facebook and Twitter and LinkedIn and Periscope and all those great third party apps and platforms, but they are just that, third party platforms. And at any point, Facebook can put you in jail, Twitter can go down, all of this stuff can happen, and you need to make sure that you have your house in order. So today we're going to go through 7 plugins that I think you should have on your WordPress site. Now, WordPress is one of the easiest and most flexible platforms to build your website, and that is why so many people use it. Now, just as apps can turn a plain cell phone into a mobile office, a high definition studio, or even just a stunning business library, plugins can do the same for your WordPress site. It can turn your site into a thriving e-commerce store. It can turn your site into a membership portal, or it can just help you have a really nice website. So here's 7 of my favorite plugins. The first is Tiny MCE Advanced. Now we're going to go through this list of plugins, and if time allows, we'll flip over to my website and I can show you at least 1 or 2 of these in action. Now, Tiny MCE Advanced allows you to add and remove buttons to the visual editor. Now, if you've ever been on WordPress, you know that the visual editor is very limited. You cannot change the font of your text. You can't change the size other than making it header 1, header 2, header 3. So you can't make it Tahoma 14 point without doing some coding. Well, Tiny MCE allows you to do that. It allows you to add subscripts, superscripts. It allows you to do full justify and a ton of other things. So Tiny MCE Advanced actually turns your WordPress editor into something similar to Microsoft Word. So some of the things that you can do in Microsoft Word that you're used to doing, you're able to do when you have Tiny MCE. The second plugin is Duplicate Post. And this is a super time saver because it will allow you to clone any post or page and then edit it as a new draft. So think about this. You have a class that you do every quarter or twice a year. You have your landing page done. You've struggled through your copy. You got everything perfect. So you run that page, you promote that page, run the class. It has high conversion. Life is great. So now, 4 months later, 5 months later, it's time to promote that class again. But the dates have changed and you may want to pop in a different picture. Before, you would have to rebuild that entire page. But with Duplicate Post, all you have to do is clone that page or clone that post, whichever one you used, and you can go in and edit it. It is a super time saver. WooCommerce is next on my list, and WooCommerce is a free e-commerce plugin that allows you to sell just about anything on your website. Now, WooCommerce is powering over 30% of the online stores, so it is extremely powerful. Very popular and very flexible because it has a number of free but mainly premium extensions that you can use so that you can sell subscriptions, you can set up a membership portal, you can sell gift certificates, you can do just about anything with WooCommerce. But let me warn you, while WooCommerce is free, the extensions, typically the ones you really need to do some really cool stuff, those extensions cost and they're not cheap. Most WooCommerce extensions start at about $97. So, for instance, if you want to be able to sell gift certificates on your WooCommerce site, the plugin or the extension that allows you to do that is about $97. But when you think about it, if you install gift certificates right before the holidays, right around Christmas, depending on the types of things that you sell, you could get that $100 back in a matter of a couple of sales. So just wanted to warn you, WooCommerce is free, as are all the plugins that I'm mentioning today. But many of them, like WooCommerce, do have either a premium version or they have extensions that cost. The next on the list is the all-in-one CEO pack. Now, this allows you to optimize your website for what is considered search engine optimization, SEO. Now, depending on what expert you talk to, they will tell you that CEO is dead or SEO is dead because of the different Google algorithms that they use for determining, who gets on the front page of Google. While Google does have a lot of crazy algorithms, you still need to make sure that your titles are optimized for Google, that you're using the correct meta tags. While that won't get you, first place on a Google page by itself, it still contributes. So you still want to make sure that everything is set up properly. Now, the cool thing about all-in-one SEO pack is that you do not have to be majoring in this. You don't have to be an expert at this. You can just install it out the box, leave the options as they are, and it will pretty much work for you the way it should. If you are an advanced user and you want to tinker with it a little bit, you can definitely do that. Simple WordPress membership. Now, this plugin will allow you to have a membership portal on your website. And that means that you can offer free and premium content to your subscribers. And you can have them pay one time or have reoccurring or subscription type payments. And this plugin is really cool because it allows you for each post, each page to determine who sees this information. So in most membership sites, you have some information that, of course, everybody can see, and then you have some premium information, and this allows you to do that very easily. Updraft Plus. This is one of my favorites because it will help you back up your website. You can back it up to the cloud, you can back it up to your email, and you can restore it in a single click. You must make sure that you are backing up your intellectual property on a regular basis. Now, depending on your web host, your service provider, they may do some backups, but I don't know if they're going to make those available to you or even make them available to you for free. So you want to make sure that you have a day every month. It could be the first day of the month. It could be the last day. It could be the middle of the month. Whatever. Pick a day and make sure that you go and you back up your websites. It is better safe than sorry. Also, if you're doing some major upgrades to your website, make sure you back it up when you finish. And Updraft Plus will help you do that. And then finally, pixel your site. Now, this is, for me, a relatively new plugin that I've just started playing with that helps you manage the new Facebook pixel. Now, for those of you that have been around for a while and you've been doing Facebook ads, you know that over the last year, Facebook has updated their pixel. And so you don't have all the pixels that you used to have. You have this one pixel, and you can incorporate different events in that pixel to give you the information that you want. It can be very complicated, and this plugin will help you figure that out. It will show you the right place to put the code for the pixel, and they also have a lot of great information to explain just that whole pixel thing. All right, so let's jump into my website for just a minute so I can show you a little bit about some of these plugins. Now, this is my website, Vanessa Collins LLC, and this is actually the WordPress dashboard for it. And I guess I should have pulled up the site so you can actually see what it looks like on the front. And it's going to take a minute for that to load, so I'm gonna flip over while that's loading. But here are all the plugins that I have. So I have 50 plugins on my site. Only 44 of them are active. It's just like on my phone. I have a lot of apps on my phone because there's a lot of functionality that I like my phone to have. Same thing with my website. There's a lot of functionality I want it to have. So let's pop over here to the website. This is a WordPress site. It has e-commerce capability as well. I was hoping it was fully uploaded before I popped over here. It's coming up. So it has my freemiums on here, and it's coming. We got all the video stuff going. So it's coming. All right, let's see. There we go. All right, so it has my freemiums, has my current class offerings, and also has my blog posts that I have. So this is the front part of my site, and here is the back end. And here are all my plugins. So one of the plugins that I told you about was Tiny MCE Advanced. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to deactivate it so you can have a chance to see the difference, see what it looks like, how it changes things. So, okay, so I deactivated that plugin. I'm going to go to one of my posts here. Let's see. All right, so we'll go to one of our pages, and I am using a Divi theme. I'm using a little bit different theme than a lot of people use. So my editor won't necessarily look the same. But let me go into one of. Okay, it's coming. Here we go. It's taking a moment to load with the videos going. All right, so I'm going into a text section, and as you can see, these are the options that I have. I cannot change the font. I cannot full justify. And if I toggle this even gives me less to work with. So if I was to try to change this, I don't have a lot of options here at all. So I'm going to get out of here real quick, and we're going to pop back over to plugins. And let's find our Tiny. Where are you at, Tiny? There you go. So I'm going to activate the plugin. And we're going to pop back over to the page. And let's pop back to the same page we were on. It's loading, it's loading. Okay, so we're going to go into a text box here. And let's go down. And now you see I can actually change the font family. So I can choose from all of these. I can actually change the size. I can full justify. I can strike out. I can indent and paste as a text. There's a whole bunch of other things that I can now do. And I even have this other row of things. I can actually install a table. So this gives me a lot more flexibility when it comes to my text. All right. So, guys, I hope that you enjoyed this list of plugins, my 7 top plugins that you need to have for your WordPress site. If there is anything that I can do to help you with your digital mastery, with your digital technology, please feel free to reach out to me. You can find me on Facebook, Twitter. You can find me on Periscope under Van Collins. And always you can contact me on my sites or email me at vanessa@vanessacollinsllc.com. All right, this has been a wonderful time, and I hope that you will try out a few of these plugins for your website. Bye-bye.